Well. Liverpool FC have finally remembered who we are. The players and the coach may change, but the badge and the fans stay the same. That is exactly what I wanted to see from Liverpool FC. Dynamic, fast transitions, free-flowing football. Now, I apologize in advance. This may sound like a slightly harsh hit piece on Salah, but no, I love Mo Salah and he's got a big part to play this season. But I'm going to speak facts. I'm going to give you the honest analysis because this is a channel substance in abundance, and I'll give you the tactical treasures without measure. Without Salah, who can only occupy the right wing space, forget false 9, forget 10, he'll never be capable or competent in those roles. You had a 4-2-2-2 formation. Isak and Ekitike up front. Gakpo, Chiesa, or Gakpo and Wirtz, roaming, free roaming, playmaking, transition, causing havoc with rotations. Isak, Gakpo, and Ekitike rotating amongst them as well. Wirtz between the lines. Curtis Jones. Jones calling Curtis Jones. He did exactly what I was talking about. Play the ball up front to feet. It doesn't matter if you lose the ball. If you lose the ball going forwards, being ambitious, it's fine because all your players are behind the ball. You can defend the transition. You can defend the counterattack. But being positive, getting the ball to Isak and Ekitike early, trying to slide rule the ball into them. It might be intercepted. It might not make its mark. It might not get to Isak or Ekitike. But as a striker, and I am a striker, as a striker, you want that constant service. You want to be loved. You want to give me the ball. Give me the ball to my feet, to the space. Let me attack the ball. Flash the ball for me. We flashed the ball of plenty of crosses. Andy Robertson was absolutely reborn. Look at this shirt. This is a present from my man, the leader of the Liverpool fan in Japan community, Jamie Rennie. Shout out to you. Now, Jamie pointed out to me, sometimes for whatever reason in the last few videos, his comments just maliciously disappeared. They disappeared. YouTube, what is going on, man? I've never deleted any comment. I don't do that. I don't moderate, right? I let things go because everyone is entitled to their opinion. If your comments or whatever disappear, you've got to let me know because I've never removed comments, right? I just don't do it. So make sure when you do comment, and try to comment below, if you notice your comments disappearing, it ain't me, son. Maybe some people have flagged the comment or whatever, auto moderation or some YouTube bug. Okay, so yeah, please do comment, interact with the channel, helps me beat the YouTube algorithm. Drop a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe right now. And we're going to go into why the Liverpool tactics were so effective. Now, against Frankfurt, a few things went heavily in our favour. Nothing more so than when I woke up for midnight piss at, what, good knows, 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. We were just 1-0 down, and then I turned on the phone, and Ekitike, big Hugo boss, big E, Ekitike, scores the goal. I was like, okay, great. So I come out of the toilet, because I use the mobile phone as a flashlight, not a fleshlight, as a flashlight to illuminate the night times, because I don't want to wake up anyone. So Ekitike 1-1, and then I slowly crawl back to bed, Oh, it's 2-1, Virgil van Dijk, thumping header. So then I log into Discord. I try to log into Discord, chat with my brethren. Everyone is chatting Liverpool, watch along. The chat is great, by the way. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Link is in the description. Beautiful. Kim and Mike and everyone else. Redscape, everyone, chatting along. Doom as well. And it's 3-1. So I say, hey, the boys are doing all right, yeah? And they notice. I saved the day again. I woke up. I always come to Liverpool's rescue. You're very welcome. But I can't watch the Champions League matches because it's on a different channel than you next. So I went back to bed. I was knackered. I got to do the early school run today. So yes, you're very welcome. I didn't see the 4-1 and 5-1, 3-1, and I kipped. But I rescued it. Keep that in mind. But secondly, against Frankfurt, a German team, Wirtz and Ekitike know the Bundesliga. Endo knows the Bundesliga. Might be giving a few of those tips behind the scenes, like slot. You put Salah on the bench, you rotate, you whipping crosses, just dominate the game, get the goals. They scored an opening goal. Typical. Liverpool still haven't shaken off all the cobwebs. To be fair, an arrowed shot across the goal into the bottom corner off the post. We're conceding that type of goal again and again. You're thinking of Semenyo and everyone else who arrows across and shoots across the goal. Ismail Assar arrows a diagonal run, arrows it into the bottom corner, that kind of thing. They had a Japanese player as well, Ritsu Dwan, useful player. I've got his book, by the way. Might translate it in the member section. So yes, 1-0, but we never lost our identity. Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones were dogged in the midfield, in front of the defence. Exactly what I asked for. In front of the defence, nothing comes through centrally. You dominate the play. Cody Gakpo and Florian Wirtz especially Wow, the runnings, the transitions, the switch of play, switcheroo. You can't do this with Mo Salah, unfortunately, because he's so right-sided and left-footed. The one time in the last 3 seasons, I've seen him roam over to the left in opening game of this Premier League season when he's demanding the ball and what Taiwan does, cryonic kick into the channel, and then Salah picks up the assist of the season by Endo, by the way. Sky high out of the air into the channel. Salah brings it across, right-footed finish into the right side. You fought fantasy football captain, ka-ching, ka-ching, bling, ka-bling, get the points. But no, you don't have rotations with Salah because he's not versatile at all. He just got no right foot and he's got no versatility to his game. So without Salah, we looked a million times better. We put the ball and the emphasis into Isak and Ekitike to make us flow. Speaking of going with the flow, without Mo, it's Florian Wirtz getting on the ball. And speaking of that, the free kick, Florian Wirtz is dipped, dive, dodgeball, dive, metal spanner, something. I don't know. I love Dodgeball. What a great movie, right? Is it Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller? Good combination. Funny comedian. Blazer and laser and quaser. I can't remember. Something like that, right? But Wirtz's free kick ability, not to be doubted, hits the target, made the keeper work. I don't know why Salah ever tries to pull rank and takes a free kick. It doesn't do anything. Even that one that came off whose ass? Was it off Robertson's heel or something where he tried to pick up Isak? Salah, don't go near free kicks. And then the delivery, the set piece delivery, that cross by Szoboszlai, whipped in, and Ibu Konate bang with a bullet header. Nobody is stopping the freight train when he's on a rampage, right? Now, to be fair, I think the marking of Frankfurt was a bit more loose and not as physical as a Premier League team. But that Van Dijk header, right? He was like, that's mine. And in the zone, in that area, the front post, I don't want to see it lofted to the back post. We never score when it's lofted to the back post for Van Dijk to play second ball. We lose every second ball. But when it's played to the front post or in and around the area and the keeper doesn't commit with an outswinger, that Robertson cross was delicioso, and Van Dijk was like, pull, boff. Captain fantastic. We needed that. Szoboszlai only scores worldies. He only scores worldies. And that reminded me of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain against Manchester City in the Premier League, was it? Or was it the Champions League? One of the two. Where he takes a man, beats the first press, gets it out of his feet, and bang, daisy cutter into the bottom left-hand corner. We need to see Szoboszlai release the Kraken time and time again because he may be the best pure shooter in our squad, and we need to see it more. The Gakpo would have something to say about that. But Wirtz is off the mark with 2 assists. Now, Wirtz and Ekitike know the Bundesliga. They know they can run right. They know they're supremely above the Bundesliga standard tier, right? Let's just be fair and be honest about that, okay? But when you have players that are willing to play for each other, Isak tried to connect the play, tried to get unselfish runs to give space to Ekitike. Ekitike dropped deep to try to link up the play to allow Isak to stay higher up as well. When it's not built around getting the ball to Mo Salah and hoping he can do something, when everyone has to play their part to be the creative fulcrum, the creative playmakers of the team, the organisers, the movers, the shifters, the groovers, defending maestros, because everyone defended like beavers, Jeff, as Chris Kamara would tell Jeff Stelling, right? Then we look balanced. Sure, we still committed some fouls. We released some chances. They had 1-2 shots on goal. Mamardashvili saved everything as expected. Unfortunately, Jeremy Frimpong with a hamstring injury. I hope he doesn't become injury prone because Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong potentially both injury prone right backs. We need consistency there. But I tell you what, the injuries to Isak, the groin injury, is unfortunate because he's out for a month with one, a month with another one or 2 months, and a week with another one at Newcastle. He's got it again. But this enforces consistency now. This gives us consistency of lineup because Ekitike is sure to start against Brentford, right? Absolutely nailed on to start. And that means Conor Bradley should be our first choice right back with a consistent run of games. I do not want to see Szoboszlai right back because Szoboszlai's work in midfield and in offensive areas is phenomenal. Mac Allister needs time to get back to form. It is no coincidence that our 2 most off-form players, Mac Allister and Mo Salah, on the bench, and we look a lot more fluid, a lot more dangerous, a lot better in the transitions, a lot better defensively as well. Curtis Jones is a baller, an absolute baller, always trustworthy. He is composure personified at the base of midfield, and when you give him the ball, you know that you're going to retain the ball, so everyone is safe in making the runs, hoping that Jones can pick them out instead of going close to him because they fear that he'll lose the ball, right? Everyone has a part to play, and Robertson coming in, that energy level, that bravery, that leadership. But my goodness, their crossing was reminiscent of the Andy Robertson of old, where he out-assisted Trent Alexander-Arnold because that delivery, that flighted delivery and getting into space across was magnificent. And a word for Cody Gakpo as well, right? He always makes the run to be an offensive threat, whether you like him or you hate him. A Marmite kind of player. he will make the run time and time again so that someone like Florian Wirtz has the opportunity to pick him out at the back post and he can finish. He's hit the post. You're always taught to hit the side of nets and the posts, not to go central towards the goal and give the keeper a chance, right? And Gakpo does that. He personifies that. He was unlucky against the Man United match, but he should have been our game winner. And unfortunately, he missed the chances, and it's on him because he missed the chances as well. But he stood up to be counted. Without Gravenberch here, we had the heart and the passion of Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones, who may not have the silky turn of Gravenberch. And even though Jones does have the technical prowess, right? Gravenberch has that running power, but Szoboszlai has the off-the-ball running power, and the balance between Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones holding actually looked pretty dang good. I was quite impressed with that, right? But really, it's Florian Wirtz in front of him that facilitated the ability for them to keep it simple and keep it easy. Even Endo could have done the role in the 6 in this particular game because Wirtz is different class, different gravy. How stylish is he? How he floats like a butterfly. He will sting like a bee. Your eyes may not believe you, but 2 assists, baby. MC star in the house. I'm a poet and I know it. Like, you gotta like for that. Wow, that was off the cuff. Yes, boy. So, Clan Robertson, Scottish shirt. Thank you so much, Jamie Rennie. That drawing that your kids did of Ato and Mia, the Liverpool fans in Japan, the little munchkins. Super, super appreciated. We are back on our perch for Shelya. And my goodness, I thoroughly enjoyed that performance. It's been coming. It's been coming. Liverpool of old. We may concede the first goal, right? We may concede against Frankfurt Eintracht as well. And what a beautiful tribute they did, right, to our eternal 20, Diogo Jota. They put Diogo Jota's name in blue at the bottom of the lineup sheet. He is there in spirit forever. Our champion, Diogo Jota the Slaughter. Oh, his name is Diogo. He's better than Figo, don't you know? And he shined down upon us playing that FIFA controller. He brought us to victory 5-1. That is the Liverpool that we know and we love and that we support, right? Because the good times are here. We're still fourth. We're still fourth in the Premier League. Nothing is over. Let me reiterate that time and time again. Absolutely nothing is over. If Liverpool can lose, then Arsenal can lose. And Manchester City will lose. If Liverpool draw a match, which we haven't drawn so many, we've won or we lost, which is a good mantra, by the way, then Arsenal can draw many, because they do that. And Manchester City can lose. We can do them. We have a return fixture at the Emirates Stadium. Win that and we're back in it. No other opportunity for Arsenal to take points off us. And, we narrow that lead. If we turn over Manchester City twice, and we've got them coming up as well, questions will be asked of Guardiola, not of Slotty Slot. Up the shiny one. This is a channel with substance in abundance, and thank you everyone, Liverpool Fan in Japan members, for supporting this channel. I give you the positivity, but I also give you the reality. I'm not afraid to blast the underperforming performers, but I tell you tactically why they're underperforming. It's not a simple case of dropping Gakpo and Salah. It's a case of what you're trying to do on the pitch and making sure that you create a game-winning scenarios for your best players, your game-winning players, whether that's Isak, Ekitike or Wirtz, and it should be them three. But Gakpo stood up to be counted today, and he made a humongous impact because him and Wirtz were causing trouble between the lines all game throughout, and it was great to see. Great to see the supporters in voice as well. They're passionate, die-hard Liverpool fans that travel away to Germany, travel to the away stadiums. That's what I want to see at Anfield. They are the core. They are the cream of the crop. They are the ones that lift the boys. Come on, Anfield. Wake up, and wake the boys up. And Arne Slot was positive in this match. He was direct. He may have said in the press conferences that we created chances in previous games. We created a lot of chances. We did, but we did not create these kind of chances because we have static formation and no movement. And a lot of it comes down to, unfortunately, Mo Salah occupying a position on the right, which means the right-hand wing zone is a dead zone, and as Frimpong overlaps. Now, we don't have Frimpong and we have Conor Brownlee, which means that we should be playing Wirtz on the right-hand side because that combination looked ecstatic, looked amazing. Ekitike floated out there. Wirtz and Ekitike can play anywhere on the pitch together, centrally, left or right, and they will cook and connect. Isak is off, which means Wirtz and Ekitike, now that Wirtz is off to mark with 2 assists, no longer 007, 7-Eleven. That's a convenience store here. It's quite good Japanese food, by the way. Yeah, nobody can aim that criticism at us. And Ekitike is, 6 goals this season? He is Fernando Torres reborn. Imagine a Darwin Núñez, right? A Darwin Núñez with shooting boots that converts, hard-working, skillful, great effort. He's a combination of Núñez and Torres. Fernando Torres at his prime, and he will do divine things. He is divine. He'll do divine things at Liverpool. He's humble. He wants to learn. A little bit dodge with that red card shirt off, but he's young. He'll learn. He wants to be the main man now. With Isak and Ekitike, we are sorted for the future. That shows why we needed Ekitike and Isak, both of them in the summertime. For everyone who says Isak, we could have put that money or, overpaid for Mark Guay and signed another defensive midfielder. No, Isak and Ekitike are the future. They are the strike partnership. Andy Cole, Dwight York, Robbie Fowler, Michael Owen. Good things come in twos. Heskey and Owen. Heskey did the dirty work like Darwin Núñez did. Never underestimate any Liverpool player. Back your boys. Support your boys. They are fantastic. Captain Fantastic. Not Captain America, because no, we don't need Captain America, right? We need more power. We need Captain Marvel, or the overpowered ones like Thanos or that kind of tier. Doctor Strange. I don't know. Red Witch, high tier Phoenix Force. We're going Marvel this time because we are back with our superpowers, and our superpowers dictate that we should win many matches, starting with Brentford in the Premier League. Let's do them properly like a keeper. Get that set piece goal going, and when you do score set pieces, it really puts things right, because if we didn't score the set pieces, it'd still be 1-1. We scored the set pieces and became 3-1 and became comfortable. We could control the game. We need to tighten up defensively, not concede set pieces. We need to make sure we limit their chances. Frankfurt only had one clear chance, another chance on goal, but Monash really easily saved it. Shouldn't have been an expected goal. I hate the expected goal XG statistic. Doesn't paint the picture of the story. But we're so much more fluid when the wingers can rotate, when they can play multiple positions, when the forwards rotate, when Wirtz is given free roam, when we hold a midfield with a two, not expecting Gravenberch to turn the man again in midfield, when we're not expecting Van Dijk and Konate to be the primary playmakers. Everyone who talks about start wanting to imitate PSG don't have Pacho, right, and Marquinhos playmaking from the back. No, they give the ball to their midfielders to dictate. Vintinha gets the ball and he dictates. Desiree Doué comes back from the forward position and he dictates. You get the ball to the prominent players and allow them to cook and playmake. And we have the ingredients for a quality team. We do not need Konate, Van Dijk, Konate, anyone to midfield, back to Konate, Van Dijk again and again. Play from midfield, play with quality players, move, shuffle, rotate, and get in the mixer, son. Fight for the second balls, duel. Even if they fight with the long balls and they bypass your press, you duel for the second ball, you press up front and you batter them. You commit proper fouls. You kick the literal proverbial shit out of them until they don't want to, fight anymore. And then you kick them some more. You kick them some more until they go home crying because they've lost 5-1 like they did against Frankfurt. That is what I want to see. That is the Liverpool FC that I know and I love. Miyazaki, man, Ichiban. It means the best. I want to get to 15k subs. Smash the like, smash the sub, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Are we back, baby? Thank you so much. Help me grow the channel. Jane means the best.